I asked and you replied. So I asked on the last video there, with my red letter, if you would like some facts and figures, and a few of you have come back going, yes we would. So, let's give you some facts and figures, shall we? The first one I'm going to bring opening is actually just a very, very small gambit, and that is in the fact that there is still a way to get a free TV licence, okay? And there's two stipulants to that, and the two stipulants is, one, you need to be 75 years young or older, and two, you must be on certain benefits. So, even if you're on certain benefits, if you're not 75, nah, they're not giving their money away for nothing. So, something that used to automatically be free, you got to beg for it. So, it's all wrong as far as I'm concerned. So, now, I have done a bit of dirt digging as promised, okay, and it is amazing what you find, okay. So, I really can't believe that I found this. Well, I'm not saying I can't believe it. I can't believe that this is how this was done, right? But it's actually a report from the House of Commons. Let's go and have a look at this. You'll not believe this. Okay, I'm seeing a wee green dot so I can see I'm actually screen recording here. And as I promised, there you go, look, the House of Commons Library. Okay, now I've downloaded this as a PDF file. Now I know it's the BBC, so don't confuse that with some other kind of file that they are commonly researched with. Now, but here we go, TV licence fee statistics. Okay, now I can just actually click on the pages here actually to scroll through them. Right, so out of this, funding, ownership, collection, and licence fee concessions, as you can see there for the 1 to 8, there's the what you can look at on the page. Okay, so number 801, right, so the disclaimer, not interested in that. Okay, and I think I maybe went a bit too big on the, there you go. So in a summary, right, so the TV licence fee revenues for 2020/21 were 3.75 billion, which was higher than the 2010-11 figure of 3.51 billion. Now, I'll know they're saying that's a 10 years later. They've actually made 0.24 billion, right, extra, as opposed to 10 years ago. If I scroll down, there is actually a graph, okay, and there you go, there's your 2010-2011, but look at this, these figures in green here, right, are in billions, right, and they're excluding, up here look, so this is the licence fee income excluding over 75s. The purple bits here are the over 75 licence fee grant from the DWP, because back in 2020 that was when they done away with the free TV licence, and that's how I said at the start, they're still nicely giving it to over 75s, but you've got to be on pension credit for to get it. Bloody ridiculous. But look at this, that when you add it up is in billions of pounds. So every year since 2011, okay, because the gap there is, that one there is 2011-2012, okay, and from that year till now, they've been getting since then an increase of 3 billion. Every year it's been getting stronger, up to 3.75 billion. Now, So they're guaranteed at least $3 billion a year over the last 10 years, and they're struggling for money. How can they be struggling for money? Well, I can tell you how. It's mismanagement, that's what that is. But since 2011, the amount of people paying the licence fee has dropped because of the, as they like to call it, evaders. So how are they managing to get more money every year when less people are actually paying for it? That's just shocking. And I mean, there you go. A long-term rise and a recent fall in TV ownership. So this here is from the Barb. Now, the Barb is it was a place that used to do an establishment survey, okay? So it's, as you can see there at the bottom here, it says that the Barb establishment survey page, which since 2021 has been put behind a paywall. So to get these datas now, you actually need to pay for this. There's a shock, eh? So TV license ownership. A person does not have to own a TV license to be required to pay an annual TV license fee, right? And then it's just the usual bump. It's an offence to watch live TV, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, now, this bit here is the TV license fee collection costs, right? As a percentage of the license fee income. So in other words, this is the money that they pay capita, right, to go and chase their income, right, as well as what we get just by paying it on top of that. So when you think about how much people just sort of every year have a standing order set up to pay this fucking fee, either they do it monthly or they'll do it yearly. But there you go. It's just this bit annoys me. This included DWP funding for the over 75. I'm sorry, but it just shows you a 75-year-old and your TV is probably about the only company that a lot of people get, and these rats want you to spend near enough 160 quid on a bit of paper just so you can watch it. Absolutely shocking. So, but here's a good one though. Look at this. The TV license fee evasion rate. Now, I'm not sure if this is based on figures from what people that they've taken to court and they've actually fined, or is this actually just fucking figures they've pulled out of the air because they know every year. So there's likes of back to 2019-2020, 7.25% of TV licence fee evasion rates. I think it'll be a lot more than that. Definitely is, because there's a lot. Some of the comments I've had, people have not been paying for a TV licence for over 20 years, by God. I mean, that's incredible. So, why are they not doing something about it? Well, because they can't. Now, here's the thing that I mentioned, and this is where I got my facts and figures from. But look at this. So, the licence evasion estimates by the nation, now this was for March 2016. Unfortunately, when you're looking for data, it's very hard to get current because it takes that long to process. But look at that, 10% of Scotland, okay, there's 10% of the Scottish public are evading paying for a licence. That's how I'm reading this garbage is, because they can throw as much facts and figures as it wants, but you can't put lipstick on a pig. So, but hey, let's no hold them up for everything. Look, they do have concessions. So the type of person that can get is a person that is aged over 75 who are in receipt of pension credit. Bless them, eh? Blind people and severely sight impaired can get a free licence. Really? You really want to charge a person that's blind for watching a TV? How ironic is that? Eh? The irony just bounces off these people's heads. They're not stupid that they really think that they're doing themselves a nice person by giving a blind person a TV license for watching a TV. How does that work? Really? Huh? People who live in qualified residential care and are disabled or over 60 and retired. I mean, it just beggars beyond the belief. You're actually looking at people that are at end of life after giving all the years, and this is what they get back out of it. Nothing. So the TV licenses again, like for the over 75s, as this is saying here, like in 2015 a funding deal was agreed between the government and the BBC. A key element of the deal was that the BBC would take over the funding of free TV licenses for the over 75s. So the BBC are going to take over the funding of free TV licenses. So I'm sorry, but does that not mean then that's nothing it's costing them? Because at the end of the day, what difference does that make to their income? So because a person becomes 75, that's now sounds like it's a burden, not just to the government because of the pension age. They're still alive and they've been pulling their pension for a few years. But bloody hell, they're even entitled to a free TV licence now. How dare they? Huh? But there you go. So what else have we got? Oh, public opinion. Attitudes towards TV licensing. I'm sorry, I had to laugh when I looked at this because according to this, they're trying to paint themselves in a good picture here that, you know, a lot of people out there are actually thinking, oh my God, the BBC TV licence fee is absolutely worth it. What? Yeah, right, whatever. If you speak to a lot of people on the high streets, if I went and done a survey now, asked them, do you think the TV licence is worth it? I'll probably get strung up for the nearest lamppost. So, now here we go. Fewer live TV viewers. So, the proportion of viewers choosing catch-up TV versus live broadcast increased rapidly over the last decade. So, going back to, I think this was 2010 it started for them, so they're probably bearing their percentage onto that, 2010 to 2020. But the chart below shows live TV versus shifted TV viewing as a proportion of total viewers in September 2019. Around 16% watched catch-up television. This is almost a 14 percentage point increase compared with September 2006. So, they're still saying that, well, I reckon that's got to be about 80, well, if it's 16%, that's got to be 84% there then, are still doing live viewing at 2018, 2019. But look at the green line here. This is just slowly increasing. It took a bit of a shoot up to there, but at 2012 it's kind of levelled off. Again, I'm not believing that. So, are they just trying to tell you what they want you to see, you know? So, but here's an interesting one. This bit here is the annual TV licence fees across Europe. So there we go. As bad as the United Kingdom is, now this price is in euros, by the way. Okay, so that's no £174. And at the time, I'm not sure what the rate to the euro was. So hey, you can work that kind of a calculation out. But there you go. So in the UK, we're €174. Ireland, which is part of Great Britain, they get €14 with a discount. Come on, good on them, right? Really good on them. But you would think, with it being a United Kingdom, so they would all be the same price. But nah. But look at poor Switzerland, €341. Yeah, that's all they pay for a TV licence. And yet, look at the rest of Europe. France, Italy, Poland, Greece. Look at Greece. Greece is €36. Now, when you think about it, right, why is this not just a set fee for everybody? Why is it a magical figure? Because at the end of the day, all they're doing is just taking their money and, well, they're not obviously spending it on footage for that's good enough to watch. But there you go. If you are want to be legal, move to Albania. You're only going to be €10 for your TV licence fee. And there you go. Appendix tables. Gross TV licence fee revenues. So there, I would have to look into this closer to try and understand what the figures are about, because again, these are incomes which I'm not sure if it's oh, there you go, not adjusted for inflations, and it's in millions. So 3,500 million. 3,500 million. That'll be 3.5 billion then, isn't it? So, but it just shows you the money that these people, right, are taking in, and what are they doing with it? Perfect bullying you. But the fact that this is a House of Commons library, I never knew even that this actually existed. I thought the House of Commons, they just sat there and smoked cigars and drunk cheap drink and went wait for another sleep again. So I found it, well, I hope you found this quite interesting as well, as I did. So there you go. I'm sorry it's a bit long-winded, this one, but where do you stick to with facts? What do you want to report? What do you not want to report? But it just shows you, though, how we, the British public again, are getting shafted by this elite group that think they're better than us and they think they're something else, right? If they were to just stop shafting, well, actually, if I want a better way of putting it, they'd maybe get a bit more empathy for the public. And if what they were putting out there content-wise was value for money, well, maybe people would actually not even think twice about buying a licence. They would buy it for help the funding so that we can get good quality programmes to watch. And it's not happening. And that is why people are choosing, because money is so tight these days, it's not easy to come by, but it's so easy to lose because the government are just, they're taxing you on absolutely everything they can get their hands on. I've never seen, I mean, even Dick Turpin wore a mask at least when he robbed you. This lot just sit and laugh at you, and there's nothing we can do about it. But we can fight back, and we can say, well, you know what, I'm going to put two fingers up to you guys. So, and the only reason I keep going on about this is that it's because there's so much badness going on in the background, and there's so much greed with the money. There was another interesting fact that I read as well yesterday, was that if they'd done away with the licence fee and they had to go to advertising, that would affect the economy of the other channels that do the advertising, plus the money that the BBC got from advertising would not be as much as the 3.7 billion that they're currently picking up just now, which means they'd have to do cutbacks. So, I hope you liked this, because I'm going to do another one, because I'm going to look at now on where they spend the money on. So, basically, what kind of wages are they paying? Because I can tell you, at £3.7 billion with an income coming in, the people are not on minimum wage out there. So, thanks for watching. smash that thumbs up. And if you're new, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button. I would love to hear you a part of the family, and I would also love to hear your comments down in the section below. So, till the next one, we'll see the